Hey guys, back with a update video of a project I've been working on. Last Saturday I went to pick up a couple of cabs from fellow K-Lover G. Rogers. So I picked up Katana Joe, another K-Lover, and we went down to his storage place and checked out a bunch of cabs he had, and it was a great time. And we got 3 cabs. Joe bought one, I bought one, and he ended up giving me one for free that he didn't want, so it was a great time and a great deal. And I also got a Pac-Man glass bezel, so y'all can mark that off my request list. But anyways, this is the cab that we're going to feature today. It's a one that I'm converting to a 60-in-1. I might have seen that I got a 60-in-1 board recently and I wanted to make a cabinet for it. So it was a Galaxian cabinet converted to a Beezer. So it came with the wire harness, the wires, the coin door, no coin mechs, basically bare, no monitor, no game board, no marquee, and it came with a CPO, which I really needed because it has the tracking ball on there for the Beezer. But we'll take a look at a couple of things that I've done. So I yanked out all of the wiring to it and rewired it because I'm going to end up putting a computer monitor in instead of a classic arcade monitor, just because the picture quality is better. And you can see I took out the old AC to DC power conversion base at the bottom, added that newer one in. I kept the fuse, I took out the monitor fuse and left the main fuse for the game. It's a 5-amp slow burn. I kept the filter, put the filter on. I kept the old power cord. That was unwired. The door switch and the on-off switch were unwired and they were wired in directly hot, so I rewired those in properly. I took out the high voltage to the monitor but left the game signal wires. I added a whole bunch of wires for controls. You can see the 60-in-1 board mounted. I have it all the wires connected except for I'm waiting on the JAMMA harness. I just ended up getting the harness because this game ended up coming with all the wires pretty much set in place. I just needed to readjust some of them and add those yellow ones that y'all are looking at. So I ran all those yellow ones to the control panel, and we'll take a look at that wiring. I need to get some coin mechs. A bunch of stuff was unwired. A bunch of wires were clipped and I had to trace them down and figure out where they went and how the wiring was going to go. But I'll turn and show you the side art. I also mounted wheels on it, which makes it easier to maneuver. Zoom out. There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty funky side art. You can see. It's kind of cool. So since I ended up getting a Pac-Man glass bezel, y'all can see over there from him, I ended up taking the Miss Pac-Man that I had on that one and moving it to this. Kind of almost fits the side art. Can almost fool you if you didn't know. But you can see the control panel. I put in new buttons and a joystick, but left the tracker ball. And I changed the 1-player, 2-player button out for aftermarket ones with the little min on there. New buttons. You see how I mounted the buttons and the joystick on the Beezer controls. I'm going to look for a little sticker or something to put over that. That kind of goes with the multicade theme, so you don't see those instructions anymore. But it all works. I ended up having to take the tracking ball apart and clean it, but it works great. Now, You can see, so it's missing the glass bezel. I had to figure out the wiring for that because that was all snipped. And I need a marquee. I'm turning the Kageki back. I had the 60M1 plugged into the Kageki since it was a JAMMA. I tested it all out, and I tested out the monitors I'm going to use for, there's a CRT, a Dell CRT, and a Dell flat screen. I think I'm going to use the Dell flat screen just because it make the game lighter. But yeah, so I got to get a bezel if I can for a multicade and a marquee and that sticker. But otherwise, I've been working on this since last Saturday, getting it all figured out, what I want to do with it. But I'm going to be getting the harness in the mail pretty soon. Once that's hooked up and the monitor's mounted, it's good to go. Fully functioning game. Let me know what y'all think, guys.